Welcome to the Don't Get Fooled show with Big Renee's College Football Week 5. Let's go, Ace.
All right, boys and girls, College Football Week 5. It's going to be a fire episode. Before we get into the slate, Big Ree,
subscribe, join the membership, purchase your merch right there below.
Get your merch, and I want to thank a lot of the viewers. We got a big uptick on the merch last week, and so people were getting those hoodies for winter and getting the bomber jackets, a few windmill sales, the windbreaker jackets. So appreciate everybody that's supporting the channel. Let's get into a recap of last week. I'm going to be honest, Big Ree, a doozy of a weekend. A doozy, not of a complete weekend, a doozy on Saturday. I went 0-3, Big Ree. I think you went 1-2, right?
Yeah, I got screwed, man.
You got screwed on that Oklahoma game.
Yeah, it closed at 13.5, but when we filmed, I said 15, but
yeah.
I mean, what can I do?
I gotta take responsibility. I've been on a doozy to start college football, and so no excuses, man. Like, gotta turn it around. Obviously, the member only. I feel bad because the member only picks are fire.
Yeah.
So the people that are jumping on the member only, I think, look, we got the stats here just for transparency purposes. Bonus picks 8-4.
That's 66% just for you guys.
Money line 10-5, 66% as well. And then the 6-point teaser picks 15-3.
Yeah.
So we're doing, obviously the member only picks are fire.
Yeah.
But it's been a doozy to start the season. USC went heavy on the under USC last week against Arizona State, and I said, hey, USC is not scoring more than 42, 45. They scored 42, but I just didn't see Arizona State putting up 28.
Yeah, that was the issue.
They just, they got me, so,
yeah.
That hurt. That's one of the ones where I went big. That was my lock, but it's all good. There's going to be bad weeks, bad days, bad weekends, bad stretches, but we just keep moving on, and then we're gonna catch fire. No, not worried about that. So we'll catch fire. But let's recap some of the big games from last week. Let's start off. Obviously, USC beat Arizona State 42-28 as expected. Georgia won big. Michigan beat Rutgers 31-7. Texas won.
Baylor.
The big game, we got Florida State and Clemson.
That was a really good one.
Really good game. And
I was thinking about picking this one, but I will even talk to you about it after. I thought it was a reverse Vegas special, and I just wanted to stay away from it. I said, no, I'm not going to pick this.
Yeah.
Because normally when the unranked team is the favorite, I normally take it. I go heavy.
Yeah.
But I just stayed away. I mean, it was a great game. And kudos to Florida State. I think it was their first time in a while winning at Clemson. So, and I think since 2014, something like that. I don't know off the top of my head, but yeah, that was a great game. And then I think this was the best game, but by far, by a mile.
Yeah, we'll get into that in the Florida State game or the next one we're going to talk about.
We're about to
go. But just on that note, looks like Clemson lost. They have 2 losses. Alabama's got 2 losses now on the season, so these teams are these powerhouse teams, right? That were, no, actually Alabama has 1 loss. They're 3-1, but I'm saying these losses early on in the season, these are supposed to be the 2 powerhouse programs for a long time. It seems like Georgia is really kind of taking over.
Georgia has taken over for sure.
But Clemson. But that was a good game, and I don't know. I still don't know if I'm buying Florida State, honestly. But look, they're ranked number 3.
Hobby told me Florida State's very overrated. He's
really
multiple
Hobby.
times.
Okay, our boy Hobby. I know Hobby's on vacation right now, so I hope he's having a good time. But
yeah, we got Gustavo in today.
Gustavo. All right, let's get into the next game. Ohio State and Notre Dame, 17-14. Really good game.
Great game.
Went down to the end.
Yeah.
What is your thoughts on this game, Big Ree? The big controversy is on the last 2 plays of the game that Notre Dame only had 10 players on the field.
That's the coach's fault. You can't. The coach and the defensive coordinator.
100% their fault. But this is where I hate when these damn coaches. This is a huge blunder, huge, by Marcus Freeman. huge blunder that you have 10 damn players on the final 2 plays of the game, but then he wants to say, oh, I knew that, and we rather just play with 10 instead of getting a penalty. Get the hell out of here. Take responsibility. Take some damn responsibility. Seriously, 10 players on the biggest game of the season could cost you a trip to the college football playoffs? Get out of here. Take some damn responsibility here. Seriously, it's unbelievable. People that have 10 players on the damn field for the most important play of the game, fire these guys. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And I got a lot more to say in the NFL video. A few bonehead plays. A bunch of bonehead plays by some of these young stud coaches, okay, in the NFL. And I got a lot to say tomorrow, but we'll worry about that. But anyhow, Ohio State won. They didn't look impressive, but they got the W.
What did the spread close at? I think 3, right?
Yeah, it's closed at 3.
Yeah.
Everybody got a push there, but do you have anything else you want to talk about on this game?
No, nothing else.
But yeah, I don't think either of these teams are. They don't look like either of these teams are contenders, honestly. Surprisingly, I probably would have said Notre Dame is a bigger contender than Ohio State, but now they lost, so I don't know what's going to happen.
But the loss is to Ohio State, so it won't, the vote.
Yeah, you're right. It doesn't impact them as much.
Like, I'll say this, even though I'm a USC fan, they won, but that win hurts them.
Who?
USC, because that was they were like a 35-point favorite.
Yeah, they dropped 3 spots in the AP poll. They won and they dropped 3 spots. Not 1, not 2, not 3.
Our boy Bruce mentioned in our group, he said USC is going to fall. He said it.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably.
Yeah, well, he called it right on, and I didn't expect 3 spots, but they dropped. Penn State beat up on Iowa. Let's look at anything interesting. Oregon and Colorado, 42-6. Oregon just put a spanking on Colorado. They were up 35-0 at halftime.
I wanted it to be a shutout, man. I was hoping.
Yeah, I mean, they made their statement. And you know what? You know what I hate about all this? First of all, Oregon just spanked Colorado.
Yeah.
Completely spanked them. Set Colorado and Deion Sanders straight. Those guys had a game against TCU, lucky win. They played a crappy Nebraska team, and they got they got a big win there. Everybody hyped them up. They're supposed to lose to Colorado State, honestly. Coach Norwell blew that game. We're not going to get more into that. And then they got spanked by Colorado, spanked by Oregon. And then and Deion wants to start talking all this crap, you know, and all these other analysts want to act like, oh, this is the best thing that happened for them. This is good learning. Get the hell out of here. They got spanked. They're going to continue to get spanked. USC is going to spank them a little bit more this weekend. And then nobody's talking about Colorado. Stop it. It's a good story that they're better than the crappy 1-10 or 1-11 team they were last year. But let's forget about Colorado. They had their 15 minutes of fame, and that's it. We're not talking about Colorado anymore. They got spanked, and everybody should have known. They almost lost to Colorado State. They almost lost and should have lost to Colorado State. What do you guys say about this, Big Ree?
I agree, and I just hate everyone's excuse, oh, Travis Hunter was out. This guy's not going to, he's going to give you one more touchdown?
Get the hell out of here.
Okay, stop the cap, stop the BS.
Get the hell out of here.
I told all my friends who live in Colorado, it's going to be nice to see Colorado get whooped back-to-back weekends. I said right before the game, and they all went quiet. I was just quiet. Crickets.
Completely.
I'm like, damn, this is getting ugly. This could get ugly in the first half. I'm like,
bro, Oregon could have won 60-7. Exactly. They just stepped off the ground. Exactly. Honestly, you could put Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson on Colorado, and they still wouldn't have won this game. They still would not have won this game because this defense can't stop a turtle. Okay? Can't stop a turtle. That's what's going on. And if you think Bo Nix and Oregon, what they did to Colorado, what do you think Caleb Williams and USC is going to do to these guys?
I do agree, but it's in Colorado. I think it'll be definitely closer, so they'll have the fan base with them, and USC's defense is not that good. I'll acknowledge that.
I agree USC's defense is not that good, for sure. 100%. We all know that. Look what Arizona. But do you really believe in Colorado?
I don't believe in Colorado at all. I never did. I'm just happy this happened.
Let's do this for the first time, Big Ree. Go. Finish what you're going to say. Sorry.
I'm just happy it happened, and everyone can shut up.
So you're happy that Colorado got spanked?
Absolutely.
Okay. So you're super happy. Let's do this right now. Colorado plays USC. They play in Colorado at home. USC, I believe, is a 21.5 point favorite. Right now, what do you think? Well, this is a bonus pick for the view. What do you think is going to happen here?
I don't know. It's tough because I'm a USC fan.
Okay, so am I.
At the end of the day, I don't know, man.
You don't know.
I don't know. I can't pick.
I'm going to pick right now then, if you don't want to pick.
Okay.
USC is going to spank Colorado, okay? They're going to spank them, okay? I'm not taking this game, but if you're going to tell me, Ace, what's going on? USC is going to spank Colorado. Caleb Williams, they might put up 70 in this game. They might put up a 70
maybe
burger.
Over?
But over, I think, is sit at 73. They're going to spank them. Look, that's all I'm going to say is Colorado, they had their 2 weeks of fame. That's it. They're done. 3 weeks. Actually, 2 weeks, because they should have lost to Colorado State. Nobody was happy about them after that win. Oh, you could want to say all you want that they played well. They came back when, but get out of here. They should have lost that game. Coach Norvell blew that game for Colorado State. But anyhow, let's move on. Utah beat UCLA. They look like crap without Cam Rising. Their defense looks decent, but their offense looks like crap. LSU squeaked it out against Arkansas. I'm not buying LSU. These guys are nobody. Alabama and Ole Miss, 24-10, Big Ree.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Just expected it. Nick Saban had to bounce back at home,
Yeah.
I picked it, Alabama -7.
So, that was a good game there. Washington State and Oregon State, very disappointed here. Oregon State lost. I thought these guys could run the table, go 10-0, and then go to the last 2 weeks, and extremely disappointed. They were down 35-14 going into the fourth. Back. They put up 3 touchdowns, but a little bit, too late. Too late. Can't go down 21 points. They should have won this game, but congrats to Washington State. They played well, but very disappointed. I had Oregon State as a future pick, 200, 250 to 1. That was a potential nice cleanup there, and now I think those tickets are down the drain.
Yeah.
I mean, they might still be able to run the table, but I don't think that they can make the playoffs now.
Oklahoma won 20-6, got screwed there.
You got screwed on that. I mean,
I thought they had so many chances to score the extra field goal.
Well, somebody did send us a ticket. They had $1,000 on that game, and they got it at 13.5. So they wanted to send it to us that, hey, look, put 1,000 on that. But we obviously on the video it didn't cover, but it did close at 13.5.
Yeah.
So anybody that was watching this, say Friday night and Saturday morning, they cleaned up. But anyhow, that's pretty much it, Big Ree, on what I want to talk about. I think the big story was Deion and them getting spanked, and a lot of people enjoyed that. Yeah. A lot of people enjoyed Deion. And I'm not going to say I enjoyed it, but I saw it coming.
Yeah, for sure. I did too.
I saw this coming, and USC is going to spank them again. Let's get into the BS segment of the show, Big Ree, the favorite segment of the show. And I want to start off the show, Big Ree, with your question of the day, because you said you had a question of the day that you wanted to throw out.
No, I'll let you go first.
No. If you have a question of the day, I'm gonna.
So we're just going straight to the question of the day?
No, okay. We can hold off on we'll hold off on the question of the day. But so I got a lot to talk about, and there was one segment that I wanted to talk about, and I kind of just blanked on it. But hopefully I remember, and I'll get back into it. But I appreciate everybody commenting about the beds and stuff. I got a lot of good info about beds and stuff. Somebody gave me a good suggestion about just going with a pillow top mattress topper.
Yeah, a lot of people do that.
I've heard that too. I started research. That's very common. So that's a possibility. Did do some more shopping this weekend, but still did not pull the trigger yet, Big Ree, on a mattress.
When you're gonna sleep on this mattress, it's gonna be next for 7-10 years probably. You know.
Yeah, at least 5 years.
You're gonna be even 5 years. You're gonna be sleeping on it. That's 8 hours of your day, 7-8 hours of your day. So
yeah,
who knows? So it's a big decision.
It is a big decision, and now I'm like, there's too many. I went to some mattress furniture places, trying out different mattresses. There's too many options.
Yeah, and then
option overload.
And then even, they say it's like, guaranteed back. Even if you don't like it, you take it home, you have to bring it all the way back, and then all this.
Yeah, I don't want to run into that situation.
Yeah, it's just like, that's a marketing tactic for them.
Yep. And a lot of these places actually don't have returns on mattresses.
Oh, yeah, that's smart, because it's
a lot of them.
It's like you use it. I mean, even Costco, I think it's like 30 or 60 days, because Costco is one of the most generous return policies.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Someone was telling me, you need to get an avocado mattress.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Someone said that's like the most legit one.
Harry B loves avocado.
Really?
That's a side note.
Okay, Harry B. Shout out to Harry B. Let's see. On that note, Harry B. Everybody knows Harry B. Harry B. was texting me earlier about the Rams game.
Yeah.
The Rams game. Harry B. had a huge 5-team parlay. Huge 5-team parlay, Big Ree.
Yeah.
A huge 5-team parlay, legitimately, that would pay somebody's whole salary for the year. I'll leave it at that. And he had all 4 games. Okay? He had all 4 games right, and he was going into the Monday night game. Okay? The Monday night game. Do you know who he had?
Rams.
He had the Rams. And he had the Rams, and I don't even know, because but when we started filming, it was in the 4th quarter of the Rams game. But I'm just saying,
he had the money line.
He had the spread. He had the Rams, and he got the Rams at -3. So I don't know what's going on. No, +3. So okay. I don't know what's the deal? Did he get screwed on that, or what happened? But he had
our camera guy saying it's a push.
Is it a push?
Yeah.
All right, so he's confirming. Okay, well, look, that he didn't lose. So Harry B, that means that the parlay goes down to a 4-teamer, basically. Yeah. But that's a big difference. It goes from 25 to 1, because this is a 5-team on the spread, bro.
Yeah.
This is not money line. Harry B was on the spread. Look, I see, on the spread. So it went from 25 to 1 odds to basically
ATS against the spread.
11 to 12 to 1. Basically, that guy lost a decent amount, but he still won. He came up, but so shout out to Harry B. Then, if that's official, congrats on that nice win, Harry B. I know he's not he always likes to sprinkle in some parlays. So anyhow, so the mattress game. I think I kind of came to the decision that I'm not gonna push this. I'm just gonna slowly, figure it out, and maybe in the next few weeks pick it up. But I don't want to push it. I'm not sold on anything 100%.
Yeah, I agree.
There's a lot of good stuff online. I found some really good deals. Like, have you heard of the brand Casper?
Yeah, I haven't heard good things about it.
Really?
My friend got it from Costco and he didn't like it.
Really? Okay, that's done. If Big Ree's friend, what's your friend's name?
I don't want to give any information.
Okay, his friend is saying it's a no-go, so that's it. Big Ree, that's it. It's done. I'm not even gonna think about Casper now, Big Ree. I cannot.
Costco has it, but
but you already said that's it. I cannot. That's it. It's done. It's done, Big Ree.
Maybe we can get some comments and reviews on it too.
No. If somebody has a Casper and they want to throw it in there, let me know. But otherwise, that's done. I'm not. If you're telling me legitimately, like, hey, it's a no-go, then it's done. Over the weekend, Big Ree, you know which place I hit up this weekend?
Which one?
This is not like an actual meal. I was hungry. You know what I went to? I went to Jersey Mike's.
Oh, nice.
And you know what, man? Like, I haven't been to Jersey Mike's, honestly, for over a year.
Yeah.
Right? I used to go there very often. I have my phone number plugged in at the rewards. They used to always give me, after a certain amount of points, you get a free sub.
Yeah.
And so I would go there often. Even my pops, he's a big Jersey Mike's fan. Shout out to my pops. They call him the Godfather. Legitimately, he's known as the Godfather.
Yeah, he is. Facts.
And so shout out to my pops. But he likes Jersey Mike's, so I pick him up the Jersey Mike's sometimes. But I went there and I missed it. That was good.
Yeah.
It was good. Do you go there often, Big Ree?
No, not often. Every here and there.
How often? Okay, before we get into how often do you eat a sandwich? How often? Is it once a week? Once a month?
Once a month, probably.
Once a month?
Yeah.
What's your go-to for a sandwich place?
Probably Jersey Mike's.
So we got, like, over here, we got Jersey Mike's is popular. You got Subway.
I'm not a Subway.
I don't touch Subway anymore.
Me either.
Javi's not here today. He's not filming, but Javi's a huge Subway guy.
Yeah.
This guy is eating Subway at least once a week. At least once a week. But and then they got Ike's. Ike's is pretty solid.
Yeah, Ike's I can't put.
Then you got, what's the other one? Jimmy John's.
Yeah.
You got Jimmy John's.
You always have these grocery store delis too.
Those are pretty solid.
Those are solid.
You know where I actually go probably to get sandwich the most recently when I've been stopped at, I haven't been going to Jersey Mike's, Sprouts Market.
Yeah.
Sprouts has got some solid sandwiches. I don't know.
And they're cheap too.
They're very cheap. That's what I like about them.
And they're organic.
Organic sandwiches, and Sprouts is legit. But back to Jersey Mike's. So do you get it Mike's Way?
Yeah, Mike's Way.
Yeah, I always get it Mike's Way. But do you know how much I paid? I got the giant.
You probably paid like 20.
Yeah, it was $17.50 for the giant.
That's right.
Damn, that's tax, Big Ree.
Yeah. Everything's taxed at this point.
It's crazy, man. It's freaking unbelievable.
Yeah.
Prices are just out the wazoo.
Yeah.
And you know, I go to this place, I get coffee, and I pay $7.25 for a coffee.
Yeah, I can't be doing that. I ain't cheap, but I just need to save my money. I don't drink coffee in general. Everyone calls me weird.
So. You don't?
No.
At all? None?
No. Not like none, but like when we go out, like when we go.
So
like,
maybe you'll drink coffee when we go out.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
yeah.
like in the morning, it's not a morning thing for you.
No, it's not.
You just got that natural energy, Big Ree.
Yeah.
Naturally hyped. I just think I paid $7.25, and then I was having a conversation with somebody over the weekend, and talking to somehow I don't know how we came up with coffee, or we were talking about something else. We were talking about, what were we talking about? Oh, the pharmaceutical industry.
Yeah.
And how the profits are just crazy. How unreal the profits are, and you know these pills are being made for 25 cents and being sold for $1,000 or whatever. But then it's like, dude, coffee is water and coffee. It costs 5 cents to make, and they're just selling a damn cup for $7.
Yeah.
What kind of highway robbery is this?
And I even make my own cappuccinos now too.
You make your own cappuccinos? Yeah. Okay, so you're really. Is that because you enjoy making it? Is it because it tastes better, or you're just being cheap? What
combination of both.
Okay, so you're just.
And because I can make it at any time, and I don't have to leave my house.
That's fair.
It's like, oh, I gotta drive here, get in my car.
I respect that, Big Ree. I respect that. If you're a big coffee drinker, you want access to.
Like I'm watching football here, boom, I'll make it, boom, done.
Boom, just go and get that machine.
I don't have to miss the game. The machine's there, done.
Yeah, okay, I respect that. I respect that, Big Ree. I like I said, I don't drink coffee at home that often, because I'm more of a tea guy. But I would say 50-50. But there's some people that are hardcore coffee fans every day.
Yeah, like I can't do that. And then, like, pretty much, I don't know what way to say this, but everything's a drug. Like, whatever way you want to look at it. Like, coffee is a drug, bro.
It is.
Sugar is a drug.
That's true.
Being a food, loving to eat, it's just like a drug.
They're all addictions, Big Ree.
Addictions, you know?
It's funny that we're talking about addictions on a sports betting show. That those are all addictions. I agree. Yeah. Everybody's got their. I mean, we can run out a laundry list of addictions, but yeah, that's definitely one. I agree. I mean, people are drinking coffee. They're addicted. Like, they probably not. I know a lot of people that probably don't even enjoy the taste of coffee.
Yeah.
They just drink it. Yeah, they think they're gonna get something out of it. I'll be honest. That 90% of the coffee I drink, I don't enjoy. that disclaimer, 100%. But I drink it because I'm like, hey, I need a boost, need some energy. We're gonna be filming. Let me get a cup of coffee. That's where I had a cup of coffee today. But tea, I actually make tea, and I actually enjoy tea lattes.
Yeah.
Like legitimately, like I want to drink the tea. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
But coffee, I'm sure a lot of people they I don't know. Some people gotta enjoy it. The smell is good.
For sure.
But let's get into the question of the day, Big Reeves. I'm gonna start with my question of the day.
Okay, we'll just go one then. We're running.
No, we're getting. This is the best segment of the show, Big Ree. Look, let me ask you this. I was hanging out with some friends over the weekend. Okay. And somebody brought up this term. Okay. And I'm gonna. Oh damn! I left my wallet. It's not in there. I got $100 on this right now for you.
Okay.
But if you know what this is, okay, $100. I got you. I don't have it in my pocket, but you know I got you, Big Ree. $100. If you know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Someone told me in casual conversation, the term "stepped on a duck" came up. Stepped on a duck. Okay.
Okay.
Do you know what "stepped on a duck" means or refers to?
Stepped on a POS?
What the hell is a POS? What?
Piece of.
Oh, stepped on it. You mean stepped on like a piece of crap? Like literally like crap?
Yeah.
No, that's not what it means. But stepped on a duck.
No, I have no clue.
So you don't know what that is.
No.
Do you want to think about it a little bit more? I'll give you one more chance.
Okay, let me go.
And on that note, I think I keep offering you $100. If you get 5 wrong, you're gonna pay me $20.
Okay, I'll
5 to 1.
stop then.
So what do you think?
I don't know. I can't.
Stepped on a duck.
Can't come up.
I've never heard this term in my life. Okay, they explained to me what it was. Okay.
Okay,
So I get it, but I just want to know if you know what it is.
I have no clue.
Cameraman Gustavo, do you know what it? Just give us a head. Do you know what it means? He's nodding. He has no idea what it is. I asked Javi. Okay, I texted Javi. Do you know what stepped on a duck means? Okay, so I was like, dude, am I the only one that doesn't know? They're like, dude, have you not? They were really like, dude, how do you not know? Javi knew what it meant. Okay, Javi knew what it meant. Harry B did not know what it means. Okay, but you don't know what it means.
No clue.
Okay, I'll explain it to you. Stepped on a duck. And I'm curious, I just want to know, comment below if you already know what this means, the viewers. That means you fart when you're walking. Like if you're walking and then you fart, it's like you stepped on a duck. I didn't know what that means. I just found that very interesting. Like that's a phrase. Like people use that. Like, oh, you stepped on a duck. I never knew that.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting. It makes sense, right? When you step on like a little rubber ducky and it makes that noise.
Yeah.
It's pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. So what was your question of the day?
No, let's get to the shout-outs.
Come on, Big Ree, let's go, man. What's your question of the day, Big Ree? Come on, man.
So my question of the day is everything's expensive as we talked about, and you know, I started taking the bus recently. Gas prices are damn high, getting high as F because these damn gas prices.
Okay.
And last Friday, I have not seen the bus this crowded. It was so damn crowded.
Really? Interesting. Okay.
So full because these gas prices are like $6.50 here in LA. Just to let you guys know.
$6.50
a gallon.
Gustavo looks like Gustavo is getting sleepy behind the camera. But go ahead.
It's just like, what point do you get at of the gas prices where you're just gonna stop driving, possibly buy an electric car, and I mean, taking Uber is not the solution because you're going to pay a lot for Uber.
Yeah. No, I mean, Uber is going to cost you too because those prices are being adjusted because with the gas prices.
Exactly, yeah.
And I know you're like, hey, the gas, I know for you, it's an easy route for you. It's just a straight shot.
It's like
if you need to go somewhere.
It takes a little longer. Time is money, but as some people say, but you're saving money. So what would you do? Take the shorter route and drive, or save money? Because it's kind of like.
I mean, I've taken the bus before. I have for sure. I remember back in college, when I had to, on Fridays I had to, I took the bus. I remember 1 hour, but Honestly, I'm not taking the bus if I don't have to.
Okay, that's fair.
That's just the reality. But here's the thing: the bus game here in LA is way different than, like, obviously in bigger cities, New York, Chicago. They have a whole metro, Washington D.C. They got metro systems.
For sure, yeah.
And I've used those. Those are legit. Like, if I lived in Chicago, D.C., New York, I'm taking those all day long.
100%.
I'm not even messing with a car. No question.
No questions asked.
But I don't know. I mean, the gas is getting crazy. I predict that there's a chance gas gets close to $8 and by next October. That's my prediction, Big Ree. I mean, I've been saying this, that I thought it was going to get close to that. Then it went down, and now it's going back up.
It always gets high, and then at the beginning of the year, it just goes down, like the new year.
But it's crazy, man. Everything is going up, Big Ree.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into some shout-outs, Big Ree.
Shout out to Mark H2886 says, love this from Michigan, stand up. Shout out to Michigan.
All right, Michigan. Shout out to Ed Zabrowski. Thanks for giving us a super thanks. We appreciate the tip, Ed. We appreciate it, brother.
Shout out to Angel Chirinos. Gave a super thanks as well. We appreciate it. I know it's hard work and we appreciate it.
But is it Angel or Angel?
Oh, Angel probably.
I don't know, but shout out. Shout out to Peter Alexander riding and dying with these guys who the F is undefeated in gambling. We appreciate it. That's right.
Shout out to Keith, Just the Truth. He said we have a great show and product. We really appreciate it. It means a lot to us.
Appreciate that. And shout out to Robert Cote. He says we appreciate us for being honest with our percentages and just keeping things transparent.
Shout out to Donnie the Sports Guy.
Donnie the Sports Guy, and if I'm correct, Donnie's from Van Nuys, California.
Yeah.
So
Van Nuys.
He is in the Los Angeles area, and so hopefully when we get that meet and greet going, planned, you show up, Donnie. You're not too far from LA. All right, and then shout out to Melvin Simmons. Said he agrees with me that Colorado State should have gone for it, and that was actually a toss-up. We got a lot of people on both sides of it.
Yeah.
On both sides of it, but shout out to all the viewers, all the members, and everybody supporting the channel. Number one, you guys supporting the channel, and that's what keeps us going. So without further ado, here we go, boys and girls. Aquí vamos, chicos y chicas. Let's go. Game one. We got Oregon at Stanford. Oregon is a 27.5-point favorite coming off a 42-6 win versus Colorado. They absolutely demolished Colorado. 522 total yards to 199. Unreal. They were up 35-0 at half, and then that was it. The point was made. I remember even the pregame, the Oregon coach was just going crazy, going ham.
We play for wins, not clicks.
Yeah. What's the Oregon's coach? The Cristobal? I believe so. It's not. He left Oregon, and then he went to Miami. Is that where Cristobal went? Okay. But anyhow, demolished Colorado. They're on a 4-game winning streak. Bo Nix, 79% completion rate, 11 touchdowns, 1 interception.
Dan Lenning, by the way.
Dan Lenning?
Yeah.
Okay, well, shout out to him. That guy was aggressive. I like that passion.
Yeah.
He said they're trying to get clicks. We're trying to get wins. Yeah. So I appreciate that. They're averaging 54 points per game. 54 points per game. Stanford 1-3. They're coming off a 21-20 loss to Arizona. They're on a 3-game losing streak. Other than the USC game where they got blown out 56-10, they've been bad, but they haven't been horrible. They're a bad team. There's no question about it. They've been banged up at the QB and running back position. They did get running back. They are expected to get running back Falcons back next week. Quarterback Ashton Daniels, he returned, and that guy is solid. Look, they're a 27.5-point dog. Oregon, look, they're on the road. Oregon is on the road here. They should easily handle Stanford, but everybody's looking at that 42-6 against Colorado. That's why this is a 27 point line. I don't see Oregon winning by that. And so I'm taking Stanford plus 27.5, game 2. We got Indiana at Maryland. Maryland is a 14-point favorite. Indiana 2-2, coming off a 29-27 win in 4 overtimes versus Akron. They needed 4 overtimes to beat Akron. They lost to Ohio State 23-3, and they lost to Louisville 21-14. Both of those teams are 4-0. Starting quarterback Taven Jackson, the transfer from Tennessee, looking pretty decent for Indiana. They do have a solid defense. And then we got Maryland 4-0, coming off a 31-9 win versus Michigan State. They're on a 4-game winning streak, but a very weak schedule. They beat Townsend. And that's where that was the school that I wanted to figure out if you knew where Townsend is, Big Reed. Do you know where Townsend is?
No, I can't.
Townsend 1-3. I don't know where they are either. I was going to do some research, but I don't know where they are. Charlotte 1-3. Virginia 0-4. And Michigan State 2-2. So very weak schedule. Tua's brother Tulia playing well. 280 yards per game. 64% completion, 2 touchdowns per game. But I just don't see Maryland covering here. I'm just not seeing them covering. I just don't see it happening. And so I think Indiana keeps this interesting. They got a solid D. I'm taking Indiana plus 14. All right, game 3, we got Kansas at Texas. Texas is a 17-point favorite. Kansas 4-0, coming off a 38-27 win versus BYU. They're on a 4-game winning streak. They're led by quarterback Jalen Daniels, 74% completion, 5 touchdowns, 1 interception on the year. Running back Devin Neal, this guy is legit, 6.9 yards per carry. And they did lose to Texas last year, 55-14. They got spanked. Texas 4-0, coming off a 38-6 win versus Baylor. They're on a 4-game winning streak, also led by quarterback Quinn Ewers, 64% completion, 258 yards, 9 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. They had a big win in week 2 versus Alabama, 34-24. And here's my thoughts here. Last year they won 55-14, 41-point win. They are 4-0. They're ranked number 3. They're supposed to be better this year, and they're only a 17-point favorite, Big Ree. 17-point favorite. The big thing is because last year they had Bijan Robinson. That guy had, I think, 240 yards in that game, 4 touchdowns. And I don't see them putting up more than 30 points in this game, maybe 35 at most. Kansas will put up points here. And this is my lock of the week, boys and girls. This is my lock of the week. I'm taking Kansas plus 17. All right, Big Ree, let's go.
Before I go, our camera guy did show us Townsend is in the Baltimore, Maryland area.
Really? Baltimore, Maryland.
So it's kind of like a home. It's pretty much a home game for them, like, you know.
Yeah. Interesting. Townsend.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
And anyways, before I get started with my picks, I'm just gonna make it clear I'm only giving 2 picks today. That's it. And so the first game we got is a Friday night game. We got Utah traveling to Oregon State. We got Utah coming off a 14-7 win versus UCLA. Keyword in Utah. And Oregon State coming off a loss, 38-35, as we talked about. They came back. You know, Utah has a solid defense here. They started out good with a pick 6 last week. Nate Johnson played okay, and they had 114 yards on the ground. Oregon State was a shootout. I just think this game, in my opinion, home field is going to be a big deal here, and the crowd is going to be roaring. So it's a Friday night, and the frat boys are going to be out, and so I'm taking Oregon State to bounce back and cover -3. I'm taking In Corvallis.
In Corvallis.
Yes.
Okay.
Sir.
Before you get into your second matchup, I want the viewers to comment below that we're considering that we're gonna start putting out a separate video for actual parlay picks. Okay.
Yeah.
Parlay picks where we're gonna give you the actual bankroll. Like, okay, this is how much you should put on it, a percentage of what your bankroll is, and we're gonna give you the picks and put actual plays, because at the end of the day, we're giving all these picks, and I think everybody just wants to make money. They're not concerned about the picks. They don't give a crap. I mean, we could give them some high school games. They don't give a crap. It seems like everybody just wants to make money. So we got a lot of good DMs and feedback, and so we're thinking about adding that segment in instead of some of the other videos.
Yeah.
So let us know if that's what you guys want. If you guys just want, hey, Big Ree and Ace, give us the plays. We want to put those plays in and we want to cash in. Let us know, and we're thinking about adding that in. All right, Big Ree.
All right, the next game I got is Houston versus Texas Tech. And Houston is averaging 27 points, giving up an average of 25 points. Texas Tech is averaging 30 points, giving up an average of 23.5. This over-under is very weird here. It opened at 57.5. It dropped down all the way to 51.5. And Vegas knows something is going on here. Houston and Texas Tech are normally high scoring and give up a lot, but Houston has lately has dropped, and I'm taking under 57.5 here. That's my lock. That's my second pick, my lock of the week. So I'm taking under 51.5.
All right.